Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Over the last few weeks, I filmed 15 shorts, quick clips showing creative tools, life hacks, and some surprisingly useful gadgets. Each of them went a little viral in their own way, but what I didn't get to share was the story behind them, what filming was like, what actually worked, and which ones I still use. So today, we're rewatching every single one. Let's start from episode 1. This one was actually shot on a Sunday morning, right before I had to catch a flight. I wanted to test if I could print my boarding pass directly from my phone. No ink, no cables, just Bluetooth. It worked flawlessly. I ended up printing stickers, mini photos, even a few journal labels while waiting at the gate. The coolest part is that it doesn't use ink at all. It's thermal printing, so the only thing you need is paper. I think that's why people loved it. Something small, clean, and futuristic, but surprisingly practical. When I moved into my last apartment, the entryway was a mess. Shoes everywhere, sneakers, boots, slippers. That's when I started experimenting with those ultra-thin racks and slot organizers. I didn't think anyone would care, but when I filmed their before and after, the transformation looked so satisfying. A lot of people commented that it felt like watching a mini home makeover. Honestly, these simple organization clips always connect more than I expect. This episode came from pure frustration. I had one of those tiny dorm closets that barely fit anything. The wall-mounted drawers were a game changer. Transparent, clean, and surprisingly sturdy. Then came the pants hangers that stacked 5 layers, saving so much space. And the honeycomb dividers? They made my drawers look like something out of a store display. It wasn't a flashy video, but the comments were full of people saying they bought all 3 and reorganized their rooms the same day.
I've literally gone through 5 tubes of this product. This is the best product to ever exist. I'm not kidding you. Like a mask on my skin. I sleep in it overnight and I wake up to the most beautiful, hydrated, glowy skin. It's especially good if you struggle with just like irritation. It's very soothing. Seriously, if you haven't tried this product, I totally recommend it.
This was one of my personal favorites to shoot. I filmed it right after a long week. My skin was tired and dry, and I wanted to see if K-beauty products could actually make a visible difference. Within a few days, the texture looked smoother, the redness faded, and it felt like my skin was breathing again. I remember filming the aftershot in natural light, and it didn't even need editing. That's when I realized why people trust these products. They simply work. This was probably the most satisfying short I've ever made. Watching dirty foundation brushes spin in clear water and come out spotless, I could watch that loop forever. What surprised me was how soft the bristles stayed afterward. No residue, no weird smell, and it actually made my makeup go on smoother. It's one of those tools you never knew you needed until you try it once. This one was pure chaos to film. My cat wasn't cooperating at all. She just stared at the ramp like it was a new alien species. But once she figured out she could climb and scratch it, she wouldn't get off. It ended up being both her playground and her napping spot. Pet owners loved this episode because it wasn't just cute, it actually showed how pets explore new toys in real life. I'm always in a rush in the morning. Coffee in one hand, phone in the other, half-dried hair everywhere. That's why I filmed this with the bonnet-style hairdryer. It let me multitask while doing my makeup. It felt ridiculous at first, but it cut my prep time almost in half. When the video went live, half the comments were laughing, and the other half were asking where to get it. Sometimes the weirdest ideas become the most relatable. This shoot was just pure fun. We wanted something totally over the top for Halloween, so we mixed a light-up samurai sword with a drone blade. It looked dramatic on camera. Sparks, smoke, and slow motion. What you don't see is how many takes it took to get that clean shot without the drone flying into a wall. When we finally nailed it, everyone just burst out laughing. It's one of those moments where you remember why you started creating, to have fun. This one still makes me laugh. Imagine trying to film a runaway alarm clock at 6 a.m. while half asleep. It kept crashing into the camera tripod. And the gun alarm clock? You have to literally shoot the target to stop it. Viewers called it the most chaotic morning routine ever. But it became one of those clips people kept tagging their friends in, saying, "You need this." I wanted to make something completely different, something that mixed humor and daydreams. So I staged a fake Mega Millions drawer with a lotto machine. The idea was simple: if you can't win the lottery, at least you can host it. People loved the concept. It turned into a running joke in the comments, everyone calling their numbers and saying, "I'm manifesting 700 million tonight." It's one of those shorts that's not about selling anything, just pure entertainment.
Tired of every day washing your underwear or pet's clothes? This mini portable washer clean them for you. Anywhere and anytime, perfect for travel, small apartment, daily washing, pet owners. Follow for more cool gadgets.
I filmed this one while traveling. Hotel laundry prices were insane, so I brought a small portable washer just to test it. I didn't expect much, but it actually cleaned my socks and underwear perfectly. Quiet, compact, and kind of cute to watch in action. It's the type of gadget you don't realize is genius until you're stuck without a washing machine.
Oh my god.
This one felt personal. I'd been dealing with skin breakouts for months, and filming it felt like documenting my own progress. After trying so many products, this one actually calmed my skin within days. The comments were filled with people sharing their own acne struggles. It was nice seeing something simple connect that deeply. It reminded me that self-care content matters too.
We've all been there. You lean in and ouch, instant poke. No pain, no pokes. With this soft clip, finally we can relax. It holds all day and feels so light you forget it's here.
A super short and random one, but so relatable. I used to get headaches from tight happens during editing sessions. Then I found these soft, flexible clips that hold firmly without digging in. It wasn't a flashy product, but the feedback was overwhelming. Sometimes, small fixes make the biggest difference in daily comfort.
This portable printer is everywhere right now. No ink, no cartridges, just Bluetooth to your phone. And boom, labels in second. Label your fridge, notebooks, even print photos. Fonts, icons, everything's inside the app. Very much addictive. Try portable printer today.
This one was a full circle moment because it brought back the printer from episode 1, but this time for creativity. I used it to print labels, travel photos, and memory snippets from my journal. It felt nostalgic, like mixing old-school scrapbooking with modern tech. People commented that it inspired them to start physical photo albums again, which honestly made me happy.
Ever tried painting your teeth? Like, literally? She wipes her teeth with tissue and starts brushing on this tooth manicure. Look at that, yellow to white in seconds. Can you see this difference? It even lasts all day. Hot coffee? No problem. And when you're done, just wipe it off. No wonder it's blowing up in the US. White teeth are everything. Tap twice if you liked this product.
And finally, the one that broke the internet, the Tooth Manicure hack. When I first saw it, I thought it was a joke. But when we tried it on camera, it actually made teeth look brighter instantly. People were shocked, amused, and weirdly intrigued all at once. It was one of those videos where you don't take yourself too seriously, and that's exactly why it worked. You know, after going through all 15 of those shorts, I realized something kinda funny. At first, I thought I was just reviewing random stuff, printers, shoe racks, pet ramps, whatever. But somehow, every single one of them showed me a little piece of daily life that I'd been ignoring. That inkless portable printer? It made me want to print more memories instead of just keeping them buried in my phone gallery. The shoe organizers and drawer hacks? They weren't just about saving space. They reminded me that tidying up your room sometimes helps you tidy up your mind too. And that pet ramp? Well, my cat still refuses to use it. But watching her ignore it with that royal attitude. Yeah, that kind of summarized how life works. You buy something expecting it to fix everything. And instead, it just becomes a funny story you'll tell later. Then there was that crazy alarm clock, the one that runs away from you. Honestly, it's ridiculous. But maybe that's what we need sometimes, something that forces us to chase the day instead of snoozing through it. The beauty gadgets, the little life hacks, the mini washer. They all look small, but each one adds this tiny sparkle to everyday routines. And I guess that's what I love about doing this. It's not really about the products. It's about noticing how these little inventions quietly fit into our lives. And make the boring parts just a bit more interesting. Making these shorts has been like writing a diary with moving pictures. Each one tells a moment, a thought, a smile, a surprise I didn't expect. And now, looking back, I feel like these clips aren't just reviews. They're pieces of a bigger story, about curiosity, about everyday comfort, and about how joy hides in the smallest things. So yeah, it's kind of corny to say this. But after all 15 episodes, I feel a little more grateful. For the gadgets, for the moments, And for you watching them with me. Here's to more random discoveries, more little joys. And maybe one day, turning all of this into something bigger. Until then, thanks for being here. And I'll see you in the next one.